Ooh, I'm in the zone tonight. Oh, sorry. Yep, I'm looking at more cheap Chinese knockoff merchandise that I've found on the internet, and tonight I'm looking at the iZone 2012. Is there an iZone 1998 or an iZone 1967? I do not know, and I do not care, because we're looking at last year's model. It is apparently the newest addition to the wireless family. Mr. and Mrs. Wireless family must be very proud. Slimline wireless game, TV doesn't come with it. Just so you know. It's also apparently the lightest game console ever. We'll find out in a moment, won't we? Alright, let's have a look what else is on the box. Yeah, stolen artwork, most likely off Google Images or something. Let's have a look at the back. Anyone that's used Microsoft Word from about 1995 onwards would recognise that as word art, even just the basic colouring as well. So far the packaging is not winning me over. What flavours does it come in? We've got red, white, blue, and some sort of, I guess you'd just say black, won't we? There we go. Yeah, apparently we got the red one. Oh, yes, also, the product is incompatible with prams. Sorry, parents. Right. Now, using some conjuring skills, let's have a look at the machine. Abracadabra. Oh! Wow, I surprise even myself sometimes. Yep, let's have a look here. Here's controller 1. Yep, it's standard affair. D-pad. I think it's trying to be more like the Xbox controller, even though it's got the PlayStation Start, Select, and then PlayStation Cross, PlayStation Square, PlayStation Circle, and ta-da! Yep, they dodge a lawsuit by changing one of the buttons. Big reset button where the Xbox button should be. A D-pad that isn't a D-pad, but rather 4 individual buttons that you can press down all at once and, I don't know, freeze time. And this is actually something that I want to point out. Battery cover, 2 AAAs, that's fine. Notice how I can take the battery cover out without having to fetch a Phillips head screwdriver and perform an operation. Most of the stuff that I've reviewed so far doesn't have that. You have to go and fetch various tools and then spend half an hour just to change the batteries. So this gets points for being simple. Alright, that's the controller. Let's have a look at the console. Yeah, I'm a bit underwhelmed. Yeah, it's about the same length as a Wii motion sensor bar, and maybe 1.5 times as wide. All the stuff's built in on top of it. We got the power switch there, we got a reset button there. What's on the back? Just the screws and a Made in China sticker. Actually, who makes these Made in China stickers? I see them everywhere and it's always that design. I've never seen a Made in China sticker with like a blue circle and an elephant in it or something, I don't know, but whoever makes those stickers must be making a fortune. Anyway, on the back, you just got the AV and the power, which is also a mini USB. So, there's the console. Oh, just remembered, it claimed that it was the lightest game console ever. Well, I guess this means only one thing. To the laboratory! Well, I'm here in my lab and I've got the game console in question. Let's have a look at it on the scales. 50 grams, apparently. That's quite light. Anyway, back to my corner. Alright, I've put this off for long enough. Let's plug this into the television and see what joy lies within. Let's start with Super Mario 3. That seems like a good base, doesn't it? Okay, why do we push start? Okay, that makes sense. Or, no, it's just called 3, apparently. On play a game, thanks. There we go. Oh, this is actually, oh, this is very pleasant. This actually runs, yeah, full frame rate, control. D-pad still feels a bit bad, but for the most part, yeah, it's solid, actually. Like, this easily beats the, what NES pirates have I looked at so far? Oh yeah, the Power Player, the DVD player, all of those were, you know, had a quite poor emulation. The emulation on this is more or less spot on. So, get to the end of the level, have a look around. Oh, jeez. I'll play much better than this when the camera's not on. I grew up with this game, after all. Anyway, we'll ignore that, get to the level, and look at that star. Told you I played this game alright. This guy's got a good hairdo. Ah, yes, I remember this. The if you look up above the chap with the good hairdo, you can see that the word alarm is actually spelt alart. Or rather, no, the one on the left says alart, the one on the right says arart. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Contra 7, Contra 2, Tiger Mario. Alright, you've tickled my interest here. What's Tiger Mario? Okay, SMB, Hashin Tigers, Gabbit Hunting. Gabbit Hunting? Let's play now. Yeah, let's. Gabbit Hunting, I'm guessing this must be, oh, what? Oddworld. I'm not sure why I'm frozen. Oh, wait, get back. Okay, so it's... Oh, jeez, I haven't actually played this before. It's obviously some sort of ROM hack where they've put Mario textures and music to some other game. And what the hell? Oi, who are you? Ah, it's a poison one. Spartan X. Yeah, I could probably do a remix of this as Sparta, but yeah, that's old news, isn't it? Alright. Oh, this is Kung Fu. I loved this game as a kid. Oh, I have to play a level of this. Oh, hang on, I've got turbo, don't I? Ah, here we go. This is going to save me a bit of effort. It's a very sort of simplistic game, yeah. I don't know, I enjoyed it. Also, I've got a version of this on the Atari 2600. Definitely not as pleasant. I'll do a few kicks. There we go. I just love the, as a kid, for some reason I thought the kicking sound effect was hilarious. I wonder how long it's going to be until Michael Bay tries to make this into a feature-length film, like with Transformers. Ah, it's this guy who wants to hit me in the head with a large stick. There he is, gone. Yeah, incidentally, if Michael Bay is watching, don't make this into a film. Oh, here we go, stairs. This song always goes in my mind whenever I walk upstairs now. Score! Ah, brilliant. And it plays perfectly. What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, from what I've been able to ascertain in this, I am the naked kid flying? Naked angel, maybe? And, yeah, I'm taking a stroll around town without any clothes on. The Bill Clinton, What a Lovely Day to Be Nude song's now going through my head. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know what the... That is one of the scariest things I've seen when he dies. And what's with the guy's head there? Actually, I'll die. Have a look at the top of the screen where it says Stage 1. There'll be a picture of some really demented character. There he is. Look at that. Right, that game has permanently scarred me. Oh, jeez. Just thought, I wonder if this will be heavier than the actual game console. Yeah, it is. It's 30 grams heavier. There you go. There's a bit of... Well, I've broken it now. There's a bit of trivia for you. Welcome back. Yes, well, I must say I'm pleasantly surprised by what I got to play on this. It has 120, bit of a lie, probably around 80 or so NES ROMs on there that are actually playable. The graphics are fine, they come in nice and crisp, and there's no frame rate issues. The music is spot on and emulated more or less perfectly, and there is a really good assortment of old Nintendo games. In fact, if you're after a nostalgic hit, this might be a decent way of going about it. Of course, you should also consider purchasing the completely legal, authorised, Nintendo-blessed versions of the NES and their little cartridges. And I do use little in its broadest possible terms. But, yeah, if you want to be dodgy, then this is by far the best thing that I've used for that so far, outside of, say, a emulator for a computer. The only downsides that I can think of, the controller's D-pad does feel rather clumsy, and yeah, it does lose points there. The rest of the buttons feel fine. And also the power supply, I should warn. This power supply came with it as standard. It is an American power outlet, so I had to fetch out my power transformer to safely run it through Australia Power means. But for some reason I plugged it in through the USB ports and the thing wouldn't boot up, and for a moment I thought I had another game fill up on my hands. But in an act of desperation, I decided to plug this bit into the PlayStation 3 that I've also got hooked up. Turn the PlayStation 3 on, and lo and behold, this ran off the PlayStation 3's USB power. It could probably also run off the Nintendo's USB, Xbox, any sort of USB power, and it should work. So, who knows, maybe if I go and buy a cheap Australian power adapter, then it could work. But, there we go. Also, I should point out, its size means that it's brilliant to just store under your television or whatever, and it won't take up a whole lot of space, like like an old Nintendo system, actually. You can even put it probably under your fridge if you're so inclined. It's small enough. So, there we go. Finally, I've looked at something that I've actually really enjoyed playing. Yeah, if you see it on the internet, and it's, somewhat cheap, I'd consider purchasing it. Or purchase the official Nintendo product. I've just discovered that the actual packaging for the iZone is in fact more than twice the weight of the console itself. Yeah, make of that what you will.